How's it going? How are you doing? You might have just seen me a little while ago, depending on when you watched the last video I did, because I just did the last video a little while ago. Decided I'd go ahead and do the next one tonight. Get it done out of the way, right? So, no beating around the bush, we're going to get right into it. What I have here, you can kind of see the corner of it. I got it sitting on one of the stools up here. Is another bulk.com case. Bulk.com is a liquidation company that deals in all kinds of different cases and pallets. Oof, that fell off of it. From what it's commonly referred to as like big box stores. Yeah, if you've seen my other videos, you've seen I got a couple of liquidation boxes that were from like Macy's overstock liquidation. So I went on the website the other day. As a reseller and as a small business, the name of my business is The Old Treasure Isle. You can find me on Facebook under that name. Eventually, I'm going to get around to turning my Facebook page into an actual storefront where you'll be able to buy stuff essentially directly from me through my business page on Facebook. But for right now, I do sell through my business under my username, which is jrymman on Mercari and Poshmark. So if you go on Mercari, Poshmark, and you find me on there, you got to see all the stuff I have to offer. But for right now, I do sell through my business under my username, which is jrymman on Mercari and Poshmark. So if you go on Mercari, Poshmark, and you find me on there, you got to see all the stuff I have to offer. Mercari, I mainly use for, well, just about everything. I've got all kinds of stuff on there, from tech stuff to small electronics to home goods, housewares, clothing, collectibles, of course. And then Poshmark is where I list the bulk of the clothing that I get. So most likely, that's where everything in this box will be going, is on my Poshmark account. Or closet is what they call it on Poshmark, is your closet. So if you see anything here, you're interested, again, my username is jrymman on Poshmark. You'll be able to go in there. I'll probably try to get around to listing it all this weekend. And go in there and buy it. I generally list stuff. I look up the MSRP. I also go in and look at not just the MSRP, but also what like Amazon or other stores might have them listed at. And then I try to stay right around that, if not a little bit lower, to try to compete, right? You can't always go by MSRP. I mean, that's technically the value or the suggested price the manufacturer thinks that it should be sold for. But a lot of times, it doesn't sell for that price. A lot of stores will sell it for a little bit less than that. It's because they have such a big area between what they pay for at wholesale and then what they can sell it for and still make a profit. And a lot of times, in particular, you'll find us on Amazon. If you go to look something up on Amazon, the MSRP might be this much, but then Amazon is selling it at their normal price, not like at a sale price or as a special, but their normal price of selling it is sometimes quite a bit below the MSRP. And that's because Amazon, as with any other retail stores, they order so much of something, any one particular item, or like when it comes to clothing, any one particular style, they will order, a big bulk of it in each size, and then they get the discounted wholesale price. And then the wholesale price is, I mean, I don't know exact figures, but it's normally, so much more than what the actual manufacturing cost is. To put it in simple terms, I work in a restaurant setting, and I'm not really giving any secrets away to anybody that takes any little time to look at this. This is how all business works. Any retail, whether it's restaurants, store, drugstores, whatever. They work as in the manufacturers of any particular item pay so much to manufacture that item, right? So like with restaurants, you have, say any restaurant chain, their main burger, hamburger. You got the bun, you got the meat, you got the condiments. Okay. The brand or the manufacturer, it costs this much to make the bun or bake it and everything. So altogether for the sandwich, altogether you're paying, say, this much to manufacture it. Okay, they and then when they sell it to the restaurants, the products, the buns, burgers, whatever, they put a markup on it, because if they just sell it for what they're paying, what it's costing to manufacture it, they're not going to make any money. It's kind of pointless. So they put a little markup on it, and then the restaurant in turn puts actually a bit more of a markup. And again, that's how it is. Now, certain things will vary. There's some items out there at retail that markup is a lot smaller. Like a good example would be like those impulse buy things you get, like when you're checking out. Those little one and $1, $2 items at checkout. The markup on that is very little. Um, but something like an electronic, say DVD player, the markup on a DVD player is probably actually quite a bit, because it's a high-end thing. They can put a big markup on it, and people are going to pay it. And, well, because you have to go on a DVD player. But I mean, that's just how business works. There's no getting around that. So, what I was saying, now that I rambled off topic a little bit. So when I list the stuff, when I buy it, I try to look at not just the MSRP, but what realistically what it's selling for, say on Amazon. I always try to find that exact item. But if I can't find that exact item, I try to find something very close, or look at a few different ones and get a ballpark figure, and then I try to price accordingly. Because I want to try to make a good deal so that somebody will buy it from me rather than go someplace else. And that's a normal thing in business too. It's called competition. It's actually a very good thing. If it wasn't for competition, prices would be skyrocketing on everything. Because if you're the only one in the game, you can charge whatever the hell you want. Whereas the more you get, the more variety you get, the more stores you get, the more resellers you get, you get a variety of pricing, and that competition keeps prices low. So there's my economics lesson for that. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I kind of left out with that goes with it, but I think you understand. Anyway, let's get into this box. I don't know exactly what's in the box. I haven't opened it. When I got on bulk.com here lately, I try to really avoid looking at the title, like the little, the one line that describes it. I don't look at the manifest at all, because I want to be surprised as much as you are. What I do look at is I look at the condition of the box, because they always list whether it's scratch and dent, or whether it's unchecked returns, or whether it's the ones I paid particular attention to, or if it says like new, or new. So like new means that it is sold, open, and most likely it's returned, and it don't have like the original tags and stuff on it. But outside of small little cosmetic things, it works like it does. You know, it works like it's supposed to. It looks like it's supposed to. It's as close to brand new you can get without being brand new. New actually means brand new. Either the stuff was never sold out of the store and it was just overstock or shelf pulled to liquidate, you know, to make room for new stuff, or it was sold but then immediately returned in the same condition. In other words, still in the packaging, unopened, unused. So I look at that, and then I look at the pricing. I gauge, you know, what's going to cost me versus what the MSRP is. Now again, I'm not going to sell it for MSRP, not even close to that. But if there's a far enough difference between that to where it equals me paying between 10 and 15% of MSRP, that means there's enough room at that price point that even me selling it at 30 to 50% below MSRP, I still generate a profit over what I paid. This box fit that criteria. Now, this box might have men's clothes in it, might have women's clothes in it. It might be a mix. It might be shoes. I had one box that I bought. If you watched the video, you saw it. It was nothing but like slippers. So, I don't know. I don't know. But we're going to find out right now. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on each one. I'll basically just, you know, whatever it is, you know, shirt, pants, shoes, whatever, you know, I'll pull it out, kind of look at it, I'll hold it up so y'all can see it, and then we'll move on. I'll tell you, like, the brand, I'm not going to go through and, like, look, you know, unless it has, like, the price on it, I'm not going to take the time to look up the price or try to pull up the manifest for it through bulk.com and see what each one is listed for MSRP. That would just make the video way too long. Okay. Oh. All right. Well, first glance, what I can say is it looks like we're dealing with shoes, because everything appears to be in a box. And I haven't seen very often where they put like pants or shirts and stuff in boxes. So I don't recognize. Well, that name I actually recognize because I've had other stuff in some of my boxes with that brand name. The other ones I don't know. But just looking at the names and logos, I'm thinking this is probably going to be women's shoes. Don't do me a whole lot of good, although I got like 3 pairs of shoes, and honestly I only wear 1 pair. Well, no, I think that, I mean, technically I got more than 3 pairs of shoes. I got 4 pairs of shoes, but one of them are work shoes, which I wear, you know, almost every day. But out of my other shoes, like my personal shoes, for out and about, yeah, I got, you know, my blue DCs, I think, is what I wear all the time. So, but these would be great, ladies. Keep your eyes on it. Look for some new shoes. Might have them. Might have exactly what you're looking for right here, and it'll be listed on my poshmark. So, all right. So first we have, this is Style and Company. See the white box reflecting the light a little bit. Just kind of screwing with the camera there for a second. Maybe kind of looks like a strobe light there for a second. All right, looks like these, I guess these would be classified as kind of like sandals, right? Is that what those would be classified as? Closed toe. They're kind of a, not really silver. I'm not really sure what color you would call that. You got just a very, very slight little like 1/4 inch heel on it. Strap. The brand name is Style and Company, and they are size 8.5, and they are called the Mailenaf, Mailenaf Shine Canvas. Shine Canvas. So they're basically like a canvas sandal, and they got kind of this shiny look to them. Fitting name, right? Alright, next. See, it looks like we got 3 by this brand here, so there's a chance these might all 3 be the same, just different sizes. We have Gianni Bernini Memory Foam. Never heard of it. Of course, I'm a guy, so, you know, I probably know a lot of the women's brands. See, on the inside of the box it says memory foam gently forms to the foot, providing extra soft comfort with every step. So it looks like these are some black heels. A nice shine to them, right? Is that probably like a 2.5-inch heel, 3-inch heel, somewhere in there? Right. Don't have measuring tape. Can't tell you for sure. I can do that when I get a list of it, though. These are called the Vinazar Black, size 8.5. Alright. This again, same brand. See if it is the same. Well, actually, I could probably just look on the outside here and see. No, this has a different. This is called Jabril Black. Okay, yeah, these are definitely a lot different than the other ones. Did you have memory foam in them, though? There we go. Again, these guys are like a big heel on them. Kind of a mesh upper part. Different. And like I said, and those are size 9.5. Alright, looks like the last one by that same brand, that Gianni Bernini Memory Foam. Oh, and these are the same as the last ones. I think they're probably a different size though. They look a little bit smaller maybe. Yeah, these are 6.5. Alright, next. Moving on, like I said, we're going to breeze right through them right here. Next we have Easy Street, where looking good feels great. Sounds like something that Tony the Tiger would say, right? Ain't that what he said? I think it said something like it's great or something like that. Oh. Alright, these are kind of like sandal type shoes, but with a heel. Yep. Smell like the leather, like the new, kind of like that new car scent, you know. Alright, so these are size, they're called the Charlet, and they are 9.5. Alright, we got 2 of this brand. Maybe they might both be the same. We have Jewel Badgley Mishka. Jewel Badgley, we got a strobe light. Ah, it's like a rave. I wouldn't go to a rave. You know, let's say they're playing like Rob Zombie or something. That'd be kind of cool. Zombie, I think he just had a new album come out, didn't he? You need to pick that up. Oh, these are sparkly. Probably don't get the full effects with the camera, but man, they remind me of like the Wizard of Oz, the ruby red slippers that Dorothy had. That's how they sparkle. I don't know whether you can tell that on camera, but obviously they're not red, they're gold. Basic heels, and it's got a little something. Oh, it's got two like little extra of the things that go in the bottom of the heels. So I guess I'm guessing maybe those are things that kind of wear down over time, or they may actually break, so you can replace them. These are called Royalty, kind of fitting, being gold. Size 9.5. So let's look at the other ones. I'll just look on the outside of the box. Is it the same? Nope. These ones are called Mana. Same brand though, that Jewel Badgley Mishka. There's some of this out of here. A lot of tissue paper in here. Alright. Well, I finally got down to the actual shoe. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this part actually goes through the little clasp on the other strap. Got some silver sparkle there, some rhinestones. That's a big heel. Crack somebody in the head with that if you want to. I could imagine a woman doing that too, you know? I'm just saying. Somebody's unique. Us guys can be irritating, I understand it. That'd be a good like self-defense thing. The woman's out, walking by herself, somebody starts messing with her, take off her heel. Use that as a weapon. I don't recommend it. I'm not promoting that. I'm just saying, if you were in a position where you needed to, by all means, defend yourself. Alright, now how in the hell does this go back in here? Oh, there we go. See, I think that goes to... Alright, so those were, I don't think I said the size on that, did I? Those are size 7.5. Alright, looks like we got two of this brand. Obviously going to be two different types of shoes because this box is a lot smaller than the other box. This brand is Naturalizer. This is called Pillar Black Leather. These are like more basic. Like basic, I guess you might consider them almost like flats maybe. They do have a heel on them, but it's a solid heel along the bottom of the shoe. And they're basic, just black. Still got the little thing in them to keep, the shape. And this says Naturalizer handcrafted finish. Your new Naturalizer shoe features a quality handcrafted finish specifically designed to create a distinctive look and feel. This hand finishing process may result in slight variations in color and texture, creating a one-of-a-kind pair of shoes. So because they're hand finished, they're probably pretty uniform, but you might get small little things that are different from shoe to shoe. And those are size 8. We got this bigger box here by the same brand. These are called Natalie Black, size 9. These look like, again, they kind of look similar, but it looks like they got, rather than the solid heel, they have just that heel there. Wow, and they got like, well, you can see the internet, like it's got like silver, almost like chromed out on the back of the heel. That's kind of different. Yeah. Other than that, just black, basic. Nothing wrong with black though, right? Everything. Black goes with everything. Great. Yeah, that's two colors that you can pretty much put with anything, no matter what you're wearing, black or white. They'll go with anything. And I myself, I love my black shirts and stuff. Although in the summer, it does kind of suck when you wear a black shirt and you're outside for a little while. Whew, it gets hot. I said size 9. Got 4 left in here, all 4 different brands. So this is Alfani. Whoa, these are different. There you go, all you animal lovers out there. How about some, what is that, leopard print? They're basically kind of like, I don't know what those would be considered. Flats? What? I don't know. Whatever they are. You got leopard print. Yeah, I'm probably not selling these things, in my descriptions as well as I should, but just because I don't freaking know anything about it. Now, if they were like DCs or Airwalks, then I could talk about it. Or Converse, I used to go through a ton of Converse All-Stars, like the lace-up ones, the high tops. Love those shoes, but man, when you're a skater, they didn't last for very long. They were comfortable though. Alright, these are called the Phoenix Leopard, size 6. Next we have Neenah, New York, established 1953. Been around for a little while. Oh, these are nice. Nice color. Blue. Basic heel. Got kind of a strap design on the front of them. Howdy, ladies. There you go. Some nice shoes. These are called the Blakely New Navy Luster, size 8. Next one, we have 9 West. These are called the Blaze, Blase, B-L-A-I-S-E. That's Blase. Blaze. Size 7.5. These look like they're going to be just straight, like, open-toed, like, sandals, or like almost like flip-flops. Yeah. Very basic. Those are, like, considered flip-flops, right? I have a pink, brown on the bottom. Be good for the beach, maybe. We're getting close to beach weather. Not quite there yet, I don't think here. Although yesterday was probably been almost good enough to go to like a beach because it was like 70-some degrees here. All right, and the very last box of shoes is Clark's. I think I've actually heard of Clark's. These are called the Everlay Elma, black leather, size 8. And these look more like regular shoes, like loafers. There you go. I'm assuming that's a woman's shoe. And the styling of it looks pretty. You can't really tell just by looking at it. Of course, I'm not in tune enough with the styles. Somebody might be able to look at that and tell me right away, oh no, that's definitely, that's a woman's shoe. But to me, it just looks like a loafer. So I'll have to look maybe on the manifest for that and see, because obviously I don't want to list it as a woman's shoe. It's actually a men's shoe. Yeah. All right, so that was it. That was, again, like I said, I didn't know going into it, but obviously all women's. I will try to get on and get all of these listed. Like I said, anywhere from 30 to 50% below MSRP. And the great thing about Poshmark is it'll actually, when I go in, when I fill out the listings, it actually asks what the original price was. So I will put the MSRP that Bulk has listed. And then, like I said, I'll kind of look and see what they're going for at other places, and then I'll price accordingly and try to be right around that or just a little bit below it. So, ladies, if you're looking for some new shoes, there you go. There's some good ones for you. By all means, go on my Poshmark, check it out. If you enjoyed this video, I know it's not a typical video. A lot of times you don't see unboxings like this. But if you did enjoy it, by all means, do me a favor, hit that like button. If you're new here and stuff like this does interest you, by all means, subscribe and hit that notification bell. I try to do videos at least once a week, if not more. Occasionally, it might be a couple weeks before I put a new video up, but all depends on what I get, when it comes, so forth and so on. I do collectibles. I'm going to start doing comics. I do stuff like this. Occasionally, I just do videos for stuff that I've gone out when I've gone treasure hunting at like thrift stores. So, if you're into that stuff, by all means, subscribe. Have a great evening. Stay safe and healthy. Try to stay dry. I don't know. We're supposed to be getting storms. I don't know whether that's already passed or whether they're supposed to be later or what. I don't know. But if you're out, hey, take an umbrella. You might need it, at least around here. Look out for yourself and those around you. And that's all I got. So, I will see you later.